troops, Colonel Greene. The state of our uniforms and weaponry is scandalous. Among the remaining 1,200 men, only about 600 men are fit for duty. And most of them are shoeless and half naked, despite my letters requesting backup.
General Varnum, with all due respect, sir, I don't think the Redcoats understand the moral strength of the 1st and 2nd Rhode Island regiments. After all, we are soon to be the first in the colony to have free Negro men among our ranks fighting for the cause. When they see us next, they're sure to lose their bearing.
Shh. Do you hear something? I think someone's coming.
General Varnum! General Varnum! This letter just came in for you. I think it's from General Washington.
Thank you, dear boy. You will save our country with great dignity and heart.
Thank you, sir.
Now, let me get my spectacles. It is indeed a letter from George Washington. If I can open it. Oh, it's kind of rippling. It is indeed dated October 8th, 1777, just a few days ago. It is something urgent about the goings-on in New Jersey, and it was sent from George Washington's headquarters at Frederick Wombol's house in Pennsylvania.
Around this time period, British officer Howe had received letters from Lord George German, the British Secretary of State for America. The orders were confusing. Howe and his staff felt that German had given them the option to proceed to Philadelphia, and as a result, Howe's large British army never sailed up to the Hudson to Saratoga. This provided to be one of the costliest mistakes made by the British during the entire war. Because British General Burgoyne never received support from Howe, Burgoyne was decisively defeated at Saratoga, New York on October 7, 1777, by an army under the command of Generals Gate and Benedict Arnold. When the surprised Americans realized that Howe was headed for Philadelphia, Washington ordered General Varnum to march immediately to Red Bank, New Jersey, to aid in the campaign against Howe.
Sir, I this evening received your favor of this date. The regiments under Colonels Greene and Angel are to proceed to Red Bank according to orders. I desire to be informed of their precise arrival by this express at daylight tomorrow, and that you and General Huntington will join me with the remainder as early as you can. I am, sir, your most obedient servant, General George Washington.
General Varnum, this sounds urgent. I shall muster the troops. We'll have more than 100 miles of bad roads to cover in order to reach New Jersey coast. We must march from dawn to dusk.
Colonel Christopher Greene's defense at Red Bank provided one of the most glorious episodes of the entire war. Both Generals Varnum and Washington had great confidence in Greene, but neither could have imagined the defense that would take place. Greene, who had too few men to defend Fort Mercier, sent 150 Rhode Islanders under General Simeon Thayer, a hero of the Quebec expedition and an excellent soldier. With the remaining 250 men from his own regiment and those from Colonel Angel's forces, Greene was given the task of defending the strategic force at Red Bank with less than 400 men and 80 artillerists. Fortunately, the British did not attack Red Bank immediately, waiting until October 22nd to launch their attack. This gave Colonel Greene and French engineer Chevalier time to reduce the size of the fort so that it could be more easily defended. The ensuing battle was severe, with 153 Hessian soldiers killed and over 200 gravely wounded. The Americans critically wounded and captured their leader, Dana, who died 3 days later. The American losses were but 14 killed and 23 wounded. The Americans under General Varnum's command had won a great moral victory. For the part played at Red Bank, Colonel Greene received a sword and commendation from Congress. Thank you for listening to our skit. Now museum curator, Mr. Patrick Donovan, will give us a tour of the armory.